A crisis is unfolding in Western Syria against the Alawite community, with reports of targeted massacres by Hay'at Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, a group with al-Qaeda ties. Despite claims of peace, over 1,000 civilians were executed in March 2025, and over 30,000 Alawites have been killed or disappeared. The world's silence continues as the community faces a dire threat, with calls for justice and accountability rising.
Welcome to our special podcast on the ongoing crisis in Western Syria. Today, we delve into the tragic events affecting the Alawite community, a group facing what many describe as a silent genocide. Joining us are Sasha, who represents a viewpoint aligned with HTS, and Wala, a passionate advocate for the Alawite cause. Let's discuss what's happening and why the world should pay attention.
Farid, I think this whole narrative about a genocide is overblown. HTS is bringing order to a chaotic region. The Alawites have historically supported a brutal regime, and now they face the consequences. It's not about targeting civilians, it's about dismantling the remnants of Assad's oppressive rule.
That's outrageous, Sasha. These are innocent people being slaughtered, not regime loyalists. HTS is using its power to commit ethnic cleansing under the guise of justice. The world cannot turn a blind eye to this atrocity. The Alawite community deserves to live without fear of being executed in their homes.
Sasha, while you claim HTS is restoring order, the reports of mass killings tell a different story. How do you justify such actions against civilians, particularly when these acts are described as extrajudicial killings?
Farid, you have to understand the context. HTS is dealing with a volatile situation. Mistakes happen in war. The Alawites have been part of the problem for years. It's regrettable but necessary to achieve long-term peace.
Necessary? You call the murder of children and families necessary. This is not a mistake. It's a deliberate campaign to erase a community. The Alawites are not remnants. They are human beings with rights. Your justification is appalling and inhumane.
Voila, the numbers are staggering. Over 30,000 Alawites have been killed or disappeared, yet there's a disturbing silence from the international community. What needs to change to stop this suffering?
You both are missing the point. The international community is right to stay out of this. Intervention could escalate the situation. HTS is working towards a stable governance, and interference could hinder progress.
Interference is exactly what's needed to save lives. The international community must hold HTS accountable. Waiting for them to stabilize is a death sentence for the Alawites. Justice and intervention are imperative.
Sasha, you mentioned stability, but the U.S. intelligence report warns that HTS's rule could lead to more radicalism. Is this the future you envision for Syria?
Change is never easy, Farid. HTS has challenges, but they're the best option for now. The alternative is chaos. We must give them a chance to govern without meddling.
A chance to govern by committing genocide. That's not governance, it's tyranny. The Alawite voices must be heard and their lives protected. We cannot accept this barbarity as the new normal.
Wala, your points are powerful. The call for justice is loud and clear. As we wrap up, what message do you want to leave our listeners with?
HTS is the future, like it or not. The Alawites need to adapt or face the consequences. It's harsh, but that's the reality of the situation.
The Alawites should not have to adapt to terror. They deserve peace and recognition, not extermination. The international community must act now to stop this genocide. To everyone listening, remember, this is not just about politics, it's about humanity. We cannot stand by while innocent lives are brutally taken. Demand action, demand justice, and let the Alawite community know they are not alone. The world must stop this crime in progress.
Goes a little something like this.